This is Vargas recording live from the Vargas Vault. It's kind of late, but my wife and my kids have finally gone to sleep. So now's the best time for me to actually sit down and record a video. I've been trying to integrate my family more into the videos. I tried doing it with my wife, but she gets kind of anxious being in front of the screen, so she doesn't want to appear in that many videos. And I've gotten my kids involved, and they seem to like it. Only if it becomes a problem, I'll probably stop that. But trying to make more content in the channel as much as I can. I might have mentioned this before. My biggest problem right now is just finding the time to record, because then I have to record and edit and post it, which is kind of hard when you work. You're a husband and a father to 2 kids, but it's not impossible. And even though I'm going to probably regret this tomorrow, when I've only slept like 5 hours, it's worth it because I like doing this. It's one of the things that keeps me sane sometimes. Just talking about movies or stuff that I've gotten. And I think I've been not as much as Movie John. Movie John has been really hitting it off the park with his videos. He's been doing a lot of videos, so I would like to do shorter videos and do that as well. But the reason I wanted to do this particular video at this point in time is because I wanted to talk about a subject that I kind of briefly might have talked about. Because my memory is garbage right now, so I know I started doing a series of pros and cons. I did a pros and cons about I'm pretty sure I did one about wrestling, pros and cons about wrestling, and I want to say I did, because I think I did a pros and cons between digital media and physical media. And I was going through Facebook today, and a lot of people, because I'm part of a collectors group, several collectors group actually, because I like to talk about, again, movies, and a lot of people were posting that the Ultraviolet digital movie service was shutting down, and I don't know if a lot of people know that. I don't like streaming. I have Netflix, which is the only streaming service that I subscribe to. Because you have Netflix, you have Amazon, you have Hulu, you have all these different things to download digital movies. Because no one owns the rights to everything. Netflix has kind of like gotten away from movies, and they started doing their own programs and their own movies, which is cool, because they did the Castlevania one, they did the Sabrina one, and they've been really pumping out a lot of good quality content there. But they are kind of phasing out little by little, but they are phasing out movies from other studios because they don't want to pay the royalties, which I assume would be the same thing for everyone else. But in those posts, if you buy a Blu-ray DVD combo pack, or even a Blu-ray digital download pack, you would get your physical media, and then you would get your code, which you can download on Ultraviolet. And a lot of people did that because they want to have the physical media. They don't want to have they don't want to have the physical media because it takes too much space and so on. So they just get the codes and disregard the physical media. Actually, one of my wife's husbands, the husband of one of my wife's friends, bought Solo, a Star Wars story, kept the digital code, and gave me the physical media because he doesn't collect physical media. So now I feel bad for him because Ultraviolet's out the door, and that code's not going to be good anymore. Basically, what you would do is that you would input the code included as a pamphlet in those Blu-ray DVD combo packs, and by putting in the code, you can stream and digitally download the movie. So you would have it on your app. Now, the problem, which again I remember I talked about, is that eventually, if the service shuts down, like is the case now with with Ultraviolet is that those codes are useless. Every movie that you downloaded, you won't be able to use anymore because the streaming service will shut down. I think it will shut down in July. So your if you have like a massive library of digital codes in Ultraviolet, as far as I've read on those posts, it's gone. You won't be able to access that anymore. You won't have you won't be able to watch any of your movies because the service won't be there. The servers will shut down. So everything that's like in the cloud, you won't be able to access because there's nothing there, and that sucks for everyone that bought just the codes. That downloaded the codes through that, and now they're out of luck. All their if they have a big collection of just digital through Ultraviolet, that's gone. That will be gone by July. So that sucks. That sucks real bad. But that's kind of the risk you get if you only go digital. Through those groups in Facebook, I know a lot of people that download their movies through torrents. So they have a digital copy of them. So they have hard drives with like thousands of movies. And that's one way to go. You can connect a hard drive or some sort of Bluetooth device, and you can play it on a projector or on a TV, especially now the smart TVs. So that would, I suppose, be a safe way of doing it because you own the hard drive, so you own the movies. But if your route is streaming and the streaming service shuts down and you can't access the movies that you bought, you're plumb out of luck. There's nothing you could do about it. Someone told me also iTunes was going to purge a bunch of movies because the thing about physical media takes a lot of physical space, but digital media takes a lot of digital space. So the movies are like I don't know. It depends on the movie, but it might be a gigabyte to 500 megabytes. So if you have a lot of movies, that adds up. You need if you have a large collection, you pretty much need a terabyte of memory space to store all that. And these cloud servers, I've heard it's expensive to maintain the servers and the memory input for all those movies. So I don't know how difficult it is to maintain that. I would assume it's kind of hard if something crashes, but the ultraviolet disappearing sucks for a lot of people that went that route for their digital media. But it's if tomorrow the Netflix program doesn't work out and they decide like, well, we had a nice run, but we're out. You won't be able to access that unless you bought the physical releases. And so or if you stop paying the monthly subscription, you can't access what you have there, because you could download movies through Netflix if you pay the monthly fee. But if they take that out, even if you download it, it's no longer in the server, so you can't access that movie or series anymore. So yeah, this is bad news to anyone that uses Ultraviolet, and I know a lot of movies have that Ultraviolet code. Like I said, my wife's friend's husband bought Solo, a Star Wars story, just so you can get the Ultraviolet code, and now that's going to be useless. I don't know the mechanics of it, so I don't know if he downloaded on his hard drive, it's his, or like I said, if it's a cloud. As far as I know, it's a cloud thing, so if the server shut down, he won't be able to access the movie anymore, which sucks, because he gave me, if he wants it back, I'll give it back, but yeah, it just really sucks for everyone that uses Ultraviolet as one of their movie viewing options. But again, a lot of collectors say it is. I've said it. It's the risk you go when you go digital. Knock on wood. I'm gonna knock on wood, but I'm gonna knock on wood. But if unless the power goes out, but if something happens where Netflix, Hulu, and all these digital services get hacked to shit, and all their information is gone, like their user information or their movie information, or the files get corrupted, all of that won't be able to access, and a lot of people will be like, what are we going to do now? And us collectors won't have that problem again. I'm pretty sure I went through that with the pros and cons of the risks of digital media against physical media. Because physical media is not perfect per se. It takes up a lot of space, which is a point of discussion between me and my wife. But it takes up a lot of space if you have a large collection, and if you have discs. Blu-rays hold out a little bit more than DVDs. DVDs, if you get a really bad scratch, any part of the DVD, the front or the back, it's gone. It'll skip and it might not even read. I've come across that a couple of times where I buy a DVD that has a slight scratch and it won't play, and then I have some DVDs that have like really bad scratches and they play. So it's a crapshoot, but they're there. Unless, again, knock on wood. Knock on wood, something bad happens where I completely lose my collection. Well, I'm plumb out of luck because I've been collecting for a while, and if something happens to the collection, I'll be bummed out. But it's there. At any point in time, I can go into my shelf, pick out a movie, pop it in, and watch it. It's a physical process that I physically have to get up, get the movie, open the case, take out the disc, plop it into the Blu-ray, turn on the option to play it, and then play it. Where in streaming, just like click, 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 gone, and you have the movie. But I prefer, doing that a million times of losing a movie that I want. And again, not all streaming services have all the movies because of legal reasons, because of rights situations with the music, with the distributors, the production companies. So yeah. Netflix has had that problem for a long time where movie studios, it's why they started doing their own content, because movie studios, they would go into a 5-year contract for a movie and they would pay, I don't know, $50,000. But then if the movie caught on and became popular, when Netflix would renew the contract, the studios were like, oh, well, it's no longer $50,000, it's $20 million for 2 years. So they started getting greedy, and Netflix like, nuts to that, we'll start doing our own content, and that's what they're doing. So yeah, but I don't have the problem. I have things from Warner Brothers, I have things from Paramount, I have things from Fox, I have things from Disney. So I don't have any rights issues to worry about. I can just take my disc, pop it in, and I can watch a movie. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about the Ultraviolet thing shutting down on July. So if there's, I don't know if you can do it, but if there's any way that you can download your movies into a physical hard drive and have it play that way, I do it now, because that's not going to work in a couple of months. And if everything's just cloud streaming and you can't like physically download it into your hard drives, then oh, my heart goes out to you, because that sucks. If you bought a bunch of movies just for the codes, sold off the physical media, now you have nothing, or you will have nothing. So yeah, that sucks. But just wanted to talk about Ultraviolet closing. I never used it because it's region locked. Even though I buy all my movies region 1, which is the United States. I got the code and I can never use it. But now, I'm happy. I'm kind of happy I never got into that, because it's going to be gone. So yeah, just wanted to really quickly talk about that, or as quickly as I humanly can, because I tend to go into these really long tangents. But yeah, if you can download physically into your hard drive, if you can figure out a way to do that, do it now. Don't lose your movies. They're yours. You paid for them. They should be yours by legal rights. But again, with the cloud streaming thing, I don't know how easy that would be. But yeah, just go physical media. It's still, in my point of view, the best way to go. It's the best thing that you could do is own physical media and not have this kind of shit happen. But yeah, just wanted to talk about Ultraviolet shutting down and my thoughts on that. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and until I see you all again, this was Vargas in the Vargas Vault, and I'll catch you later. Bye.